This is the PrizePicks strategy that is going to make you rich. Last month, I made $3,700 doing exactly what I'm about to show you in this video. Little disclaimer that might catch you off guard, but you don't need to know anything about these players or teams or anything about the stats in order to do this strategy. I'm about to teach you what's known as plus EV betting. We're going to be line comparing and scanning the sportsbook market, finding where PrizePicks is off from the market and betting it where we have an edge against PrizePicks. This strategy doesn't only work on PrizePicks. You can utilize this to crush other DFS apps like Underdog, Better Picks, Dabble, Flip, Onyx Odds, ProfitX, Novig, and more. We're going to be looking for plays where the expected outcome based off the sportsbooks is higher or greater than what PrizePicks believes it is, based on the odds we are getting the plays at on PrizePicks. Now, I know that sounds maybe a little intense or hard to understand at first, but I promise with the examples I'm about to show you in this video, it will be easily understood by the end of it. Now, before we jump into these examples and showing you what good plus EV value looks like and how you can find it, it's important that you understand the math behind the payouts and slip types PrizePicks offers. Now remember, since PrizePicks typically doesn't change your payouts for taking overs or unders, you are always getting the same odds per leg in each of these slip types. Now this might come as a shock to some of you, but 5 and 6 man flexes are the two best slip types on PrizePicks that you should be playing if you actually want to win money long term. Yes, that means you need to stop playing 2 and 3 man slips, and this is the reason why. For 2-mans, you're getting each individual leg at minus 136 odds, no matter what. If you take the over or the under, it's not going to change. Each leg is at minus 136. For 3-mans, with the 5x payout, you're getting them at minus 140. What these percentages mean here on the right side in green, these are the break-even win percentages that you need to hit at in order to win money long-term playing these slip types. For instance, you need to be right on your individual legs above 57.7% of the time when playing 2-mans on PrizePicks in order to profit long-term. 58.5+% of the time in order to profit long-term playing 3-mans on PrizePicks. Now let's compare those to 5 and 6 man flexes where you are getting each individual leg at minus 119 odds, and you need to be right only 54.2+% of the time in order to be profitable playing those slip types. You heard that right. You have to be right almost 4% more of the time on your individual legs playing 2 and 3-mans compared to 5 and 6 man flexes if you want to actually come out positive and profiting playing PrizePicks. Sports betting is already hard enough. Why make it harder on yourself and have to be right 4% more of the time? Now, how do we find 5 or 6 plays that are plus EV and good enough value to put into our 5 and 6 man flexes? I'll show you. You're going to need a tool like Daily Grind Fantasy that's going to help you compare sportsbooks, lines, and odds directly back to PrizePicks and those other different DFS apps to find the best plus EV value. This top play off Daily Grind Fantasy's PrizePicks Optimizer is a good one to break down and show you why it's good value. You can see here the optimizer is recommending to take the under of 5.5 pitcher strikeouts for Justin Steele. But why is that? That's because the major sportsbook market all is favoring the under at average odds of about minus 138. So if you know anything about odds, the higher the minus number, the more favored and likely that outcome is to happen. So we're getting a play that is minus 119 in 5 and 6 man flexes, but minus 140 almost on the sportsbooks. Remember, these sportsbooks have multi-million-dollar algorithms and models taking everything into consideration when they're setting their projections and odds. So essentially, we have 8 data points telling us that this has a very, very good chance to go under 5.5 strikeouts based on how they are setting their projections. Now, PrizePicks is clearly off, offering this at minus 119 in those 5 and 6 man flexes. Now let's talk about why the price or odds you are getting a bet at is the most important thing you should be looking for. Screw the last 5 game logs or looking up matchups or home versus away splits. All of that's already baked into the odds. Now, for this instance, let's just pretend we are placing a $100 straight bet at minus 119 odds. We would profit $84. However, if we took that same $100 straight bet at minus 138 odds, which is the average odds across the market for this specific Justin Steele under 5.5 strikeouts play, we would only profit $72. We get a full $12 extra in profit just by line shopping and finding the best possible odds. Finding as many bets just like this where you're getting extra $12, $20, $30 in extra profit when you win adds up. Hopefully all of this is starting to make sense, and you can see why Justin is a steal at -119 odds on PrizePicks. Daily Grind Fantasy is super clutch, pulling all of the sportsbook information into one place at one time to make it easy and efficient for you to scan the sportsbook market. But it goes a step further and does all of the math on the back end to find the true fair odds percentage or odds percent to hit the sportsbooks are actually giving these plays, which is portrayed here. So let's keep it simple. Find 5 or 6 plays that have above a 54.2+% chance to hit and get them in 5 and 6 man flexes, and you're gonna be all right. So using the optimizers, you can manually build out a slip on PrizePicks and get those good value plays in. Or if you have access to Daily Grind Fantasy's AI Slip Generator, it's going to simply build out the slips for you by using line comparing and correlation calculations to build out the best slips with the best possible value. As you can see here on PrizePicks, all we would simply do is reveal the slip, click this bet on PrizePicks button that is going to load up the full entire slip into our PrizePicks account, and then from there, all we would simply do is just enter the amount we would want to play it for and hit submit, and we've locked in good value. This tool is a profitable betting cheat code. Since August of 2023, when this launched, it is up over 2,400 units. A $20 unit better, if they were to tail every slip that popped up on the AI Slip Generator, would be up over $48,000. Now, I know I kind of mentioned this earlier before, but you really can use this strategy and these tools to crush other different DFS apps as well. My two favorite right now to crush are Dabble and Better Picks. These apps have tons of value, and you're able to really take advantage of them. If you guys did want access to Daily Grind Fantasy, I'll leave a link down in the description below, but if you sign up using code DustinDGF31, you'll get 25% off your very first month. Last thing you need to be doing when implementing this plus EV betting strategy is to make sure you are managing your bankroll. If you have $1,000 in your PrizePicks account, you should never be betting more than 1% of that $1,000, aka never more than $10 per slip. This allows you to stay in the game for as long as possible. Remember, we are playing 5 and 6 man flexes now. They are hard to hit. They're not silly little 2-mans. They're gonna hit every so often, and you feel like you're being profitable, but you're really not. No, if you do this the right way, you're going to make money. If you have a $1,000 bankroll and you're putting $100 on every single 6-man slip, guess what? 0 of 10 and you're out of the running. You're gone. You have to redeposit. But if you were putting only $10 on each of those slips and you went 0 of 15 and you hit your 16th slip, guess what? You're pretty darn profitable over that stretch due to that 25x payout. No more chasing your losses. No more making degen bets because you think LeBron's always going to go over, so you just hammer his over every single night. No more of that. No. Smart plus EV bets with good value and the correct slip types on these different DFS apps. That's the recipe. Now that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed or learned something. If you did, make sure you leave a like and don't forget the subscribe button on the way out as we post sports betting content like this every single week.